I love the Premier League. If anyone tells you this league isn't the best league in the world, I have no idea what they're talking about. Watch that game. A brilliant football match. Huge drama. Red cards on either side. James Tarkowsk, an absolute scorcher. A dagger at the death. Mohamed Salah with the cross of dreams. Thinks he's won it as well in the second half. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. On the balance of things, the way Everton played, Branthwaite, Pickford, big saves. I think Liverpool will feel incredibly hard done by. We've got to unpack that final goal. Was it a foul on Konate? We will get into that. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you have it, that subscribe button. We're about, I think, 704 subscribers away from hitting 45k. And around 90% of you who watched all the match reactions, including Liverpool, are not subscribed. Do you know what? That's one of my favourite games this season. Sitting there, watching as a neutral, no horse in the race. So much passion. The atmosphere at Goodison, the last Merseyside derby, we'll see at Goodison Park. The stadium was electric. Everton come out the traps flying. Arne Slot made some tactical changes in the second half, and I thought they'd won it. Mohamed Salah, not his best game overall, but Mohamed Salah doing what he does best, creating and scoring goals. Curtis Jones sent off at the end. Doucouré sent off at the end. Arne Slot sent off at the end. Huge, huge drama. Anyone thinks the Merseyside derby isn't a good derby, you need to watch it because that was absolutely insane. Big news as well. Beto come in for the injured Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Got his goal. Just that for me was a top class football match. I want to start with the lineups. I'll start with Liverpool's first. I looked at the lineup and I thought the only question I had was should they have started Trent Alexander-Arnold over Bradley? When they brought on Trent in the second half, I actually thought he had a really good game. Some nice touches. Played a lovely ball through for Darwin Núñez. Good couple of crosses into the box. It just changes the way they play. Conor Bradley is better defensively. Gives a little bit more security to Konate and Van Dijk, Robertson and Alisson. And, you know, just is better at sweeping up. But when they play Trent, he just has that little bit of X factor. He can get the ball 45 yards out, spray a pass diagonally to Gakpo's feet or put in a cross for someone like Diaz, Jota or Núñez. It also overlaps a lot more than Bradley does, which means Salah can cut in, gives him something extra. Gravenberch today, I don't think it was his best game, and I am a huge fan of Gravenberch. I think he is, for me, the best midfielder in the Premier League this season, bar none. He's absolutely excellent. He really is. But not his best game today. I thought Macalister was good. Really good goal from him. The one player I thought I need to see more from him in these sort of games, and that is Szoboszlai Diaz. But we'll get onto that in a minute. The Everton lineup, you know, strong back four, O'Brien, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Milenko I thought was good. Garner, Idrissa Gueye, Lindstrom, Doucouré, obviously Ndiaye went off injured, and Beto got his goal. And the goal comes from a really smart set piece from Everton. Branthwaite plays it in behind. Lovely weight of pass. And there is Beto. And it's really clever play from the centre forward. He lets it come across his body. He opens his body up and he just finesses it into the back of the net with his right foot. But if he comes on and hits it with his left foot, I don't think he gets the direction he wants on the ball. Because he opens his body up, you know, it makes it a lot more of a difficult save for Alisson. He is the best goalkeeper in the world when it comes to one-on-ones. But on this occasion, Beto did score. And then the instant response from Liverpool under the cosh, the atmosphere is electric. Mohamed Salah steps up with a delightful cross, and it's an insane finish from Macalister. It's a ridiculous finish. He flicks it with his head. Don't know why I'm trying to do that like I could do it. It beats Tarkowski to the header, and it drops into the bottom corner. Pickford, absolutely no chance. You know, there was a couple of other chances in the first half, but, you know, it went in at 1-1. And then Arne Slot made a number of changes in the second half. And these changes is where I thought the game would be wrapped up. I thought the game would be done. You know, and fair play to Arne Slot because he's not afraid to change it up. He brought on Curtis Jones and Trent Alexander-Arnold for Gravenberch and Bradley around the hour mark. He then brought on Tsimikas around 70 minutes, Darwin Núñez around 70 minutes, and Mohamed Salah, I think it was it Tsimikas played the ball into Jones. He cut back, whipped it towards the far corner. I think it went deflected off of, was it Branthwaite, dropped into Salah's path, and it's in the back of the net. And, you know, the Reds were in front. I thought, you know, when they scored that goal, there's no better team in the Premier League when it comes to closing out games. And they absolutely deserved that goal. Everton made a number of changes. Lindstrom went off. Alcaraz come on. Ashley Young come on. He was putting some decent balls into the box. I think Jota come on for Diaz. And then at the end, it's absolutely... The police are on the pitch. There's a bit of a pitch invasion from one of the stands. Everton fans are going bonkers. VAR takes a look at the offside. Is it a foul on Konate? One thing I will say is, I'd be extremely disappointed tonight if I was a Liverpool fan and that was given against them. We have seen instances like this in the Premier League where that has been given as a free kick to Liverpool. Now, what I will say is, and I've remained 100% consistent on this, is on another day, that'd be a foul. And that's how inconsistent these referees and officiating is. However, take absolutely nothing away from James Tarkowski's finish. That is Phil Jagielka's goal at Anfield all those years ago. The side-footed volley, top bins. He has got a draw for Everton. In terms of the match stats, you know, before we get to the red cards, Everton had more shots. Liverpool had more possession. On the balance of play, I think a draw maybe is a fair result, but Liverpool will feel hard done by. 64% possession, more passes, higher passing accuracy, more shots for Everton. Corners pretty even. I think a draw probably is a fair result. And then it all kicks off at the end. Curtis Jones is annoyed that Abdoulaye Doucouré celebrates in front of the Liverpool fans. They then get into a bit of a fisticuffs moment. They then both get sent off. Then Arne Slot walks over to the officials at full time and is complaining about that Konate free kick. And then, or the free kick that could have been, and then he is sent off. And that was a straight red, which means Arne Slot will miss the Wolves, Villa, and Manchester City game. I believe he's in the dugout. Now, Liverpool have got a interesting set of fixtures coming up. They do actually play a Merseyside derby in a couple of months. They've got Wolves, Aston Villa, Manchester City, and Newcastle still to play this month. So how many games is that in February for them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in February is nuts. Absolutely nuts. But look, that was a really, really good game. I thoroughly enjoyed that. In terms of Liverpool, they however, should be really confident. Yes, they've extended that lead to 7 points. And yes, they'll be unhappy that it is only 7 because they'll probably think it should be 9. But they, for me, are clear favourites to win the Premier League. They're the best team in Europe. They're in a League Cup final. They're in a really strong position in the Premier League. I thought that was a really proper game of football. It had absolutely everything. Take nothing away from Everton because I thought they were really, really good tonight. But when you look at the art, that Liverpool would have to lose 2 games and draw a game. Sorry, Liverpool would really have to lose 3 games, and Arsenal would have to win 3 to essentially go in front, and I just don't see that happening. 1 defeat all season is absolutely insane. More goals, more points, more win. They're the best team in the world for a reason, and tonight wasn't their night, but that's football. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you have hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all soon.